one of the things we talk about is we have something called adversity school, and it's what are you? What is your mentality when things don't go your way, or you've got a little bit of adversity in front of you? Obviously, our All-American setter going down early in that match is there's an opportunity that is in front of how do you respond in those types of situations. We try to be a program and a team that doesn't make excuses, that we because there's opportunities to rise up, and you're playing a really good team like Michigan coming off of a great win, and early on you've got a quiet gym, and so things can go a lot of different directions right then. I think we had 5 freshmen that played quite a bit tonight, and I think 3 seniors. And typically in those type situations, everybody, the team and the fans, everybody kind of follows the strength of your older players in those. Is there a consistent drive? Is there a confidence? Is there a communication? Is there a trust in one another? And I thought we did a great job of staying the course and just playing volleyball, doing what we know. And so sometimes that is it's easier said than done. But I was really impressed with our composure, but yet balance it with great fights. I thought Mimi had in a big time match for us from not just attacking, but a lot of balls were served at her as well. All 3 passers kept us in system all afternoon long, and both of the middles, I thought very, very just a high IQ match for both of them, as well as their strength and their leadership.
Kelly, I realize I'm asking this, moments after the match, but kind of what do you know right now about Charlie's injury, and how long do you think she could be out?
Too early. I think things like that you typically that's why you got an elite medical team and all those things. So I'm sure they'll get us some answers here probably in the next couple of days, hopefully.
Kelly and the players too. Addie steps in, and I don't know if there was any adjustment period, but it seemed like it was a short one. How would you assess her play given the circumstances?
I think any time that we talk about our past players quite a bit as an examples. I think there's a lot of examples, and one of these days, past players will hear these two, their names quite a bit. But even though we're passing on those stories and those lessons that are learned, one of the things we talk about is don't try to be somebody else. Be the best you. And that goes from a past player or somebody that's on the roster right now. And so Addie doesn't need to be Charlie. That would be unfair to her. But there are some things that she does that other setters aren't able to do. And so she needs to be the best her. She needs to go out there and she needs to lead the team. She needs to keep her poise and her composure, and run the offense. And I thought she did a really, really good job with that. It wasn't a perfect match. We wouldn't have gotten a perfect one out of Charlie, but it was a really good match for her, and really proud of her and her ability to move on to the next play. She's unflappable. I mean, that's one of her greatest strengths is nothing weighs her down, nothing gets on her. She does an elite job of just moving on to the next play, and that's what you need out of that position.
I mean, what I said to Addie as soon as Charlie went down, I went up to Addie and I just said, you know how to do this. Like, you've been doing great all week. I told her, excuse my French, but I said, you run a damn good offense and you're a hell of a blocker. Like, we don't just sit around all week and then show up for matches. There are people on the other side of the net who play against us in practice, and that's Addie most of the time. So it's not a situation that she was in any way underprepared for, and I think she was able to show just how good she is by going out there and, like you said, having no adjustment period. To come back and still win that first set, I think is a testament to the fact that she was ready to go and that we didn't take long to get into our rhythm again.
Yeah, I think that she's just a really impressive athlete overall. I think that her ability to just come in, cool, calm, and collected and be like, okay, this is what we're running, this is what we're doing. And she's got a wicked serve. She does a heck of a lot of damage behind the line, too. So I think I was just super impressed by her serve and then how she was running the offense.
For you guys, kind of as a whole team, when you have, what was that moment like seeing your All-American setter go down, and kind of big picture as a group, how did you guys kind of regroup so quickly?
I mean, I think it definitely comes with age and maturity, but like it's not the first time I've seen a starter go down. So my mind immediately just went to how can I boost up whoever's going in, and that was Addie, and that's why I went straight up to her because there's nothing you can do in that moment but move forward and prepare yourself the best you can for what's coming. So yeah, it sucks, and we'll address it in the next few days, but it's not something that honestly I could give a lot of thought or brain power to because my focus was on Addie, who was going in to this situation to help us win this match.
Yeah, I think piggybacking off of Carter, I think it's important, like especially for older players, to not get frazzled, not get frantic. Like, okay, setter's down. All right, how do we pour into Addie? How do we make her feel like what Carter said to Addie? And I was like, no, I trust you. Like, you got this. And moving on, just making sure everyone's able to settle, reset, because this is what we do all week.
Players, you see Mimi every day. You've seen her in these matches, and it's like every match you think, wow, that's really something. And then today, like it's another level. Just your observation of her today on all facets of the game.
And I think she did a great job. She had a strong presence out on the court, and that's something that we talked about in between the second and third about we can't afford to get small right now, like any of us. So I think she did a good job of leading the charge in the back row, keeping the voices loud and the presence strong, and then obviously just generating points for us in some like crappy situations where it's like we're at the end of a 30-second rally and it's like we're losing steam fast, and she's finding ways to score. So yeah, I think she just came in really clutch for us.
Yeah, she's a pretty unstoppable arm. I think that she's so hard to defend, and just she really took it to heart there and took charge as a leader too. And I was really impressed with her.
Along those lines, Kelly, kind of what does that give you when you have somebody who can take 39 attacks like that and hit at a 538 percentage like that?
Yeah, I mean those are nasty numbers, and she hit well in system. She hit well out of system. She mixed her shots up. It wasn't just her going after one area of the court. I thought she was using great vision and playing with courage, and passed well enough where we kept our team in system. I mean, we were in system a lot tonight. I mean, we had quite a few options, and in system we were scoring at a pretty high level, which is a real credit to the amount of times that we were in system and in Addie's setting and decision making. And but it was an unbelievable match for her. But really, as good of a match that it was for her, it was just an elite match for our entire team because we don't win that match if our team isn't a closed fist and tight that's the big takeaway from today. That's my big takeaway is just how we had each other back and how we pulled through and pulled tighter.
Also, for Kelly, Addie, Allie mentioned her serving. Kind of, how have you seen that grow kind of over the course of this season?
I haven't, because it was good to start the season. It's, I think that was part of what I saw. You should have seen her tearing up people in the club circuit. I mean, in high school ball. I mean, it was that. Last spring, she was a little bit. She had a tough time keeping that sucker in play, but once we got in the preseason, that ball just puts a lot of pressure on. And you know, she gives a different presence at the net blocking. She gives us a different presence at the net attacking than what a lot of other people. That's not a comparison to Charlie. It's just, it is what it is. She's got some size, and she can get into some different areas of the court because of that. But she can also get into some different ways of playing the game because she keeps her composure. And there may be. You know, outside of location, your composure, your poise, and your maturity, those are all tied together, but those things are really, really important out of a setter. And she did a great job in those areas. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.